Recording?
Yeah.
Alright, what's up YouTube? Mr. Y2YP336 here. Finally back from my extremely long break from doing YouTube. To explain that, I really just didn't have, my laptop's been on the fritz. It's just horrible. It's fans weaken, it overheats, it's bad. But yeah, we just got back from regionals this past Sunday in Charlotte. I played Bujin Shaddolls. I got 17th place, went 7-2. My other two teammates, Steve Hughes and Austin Butcher, they also topped. It was top 48, 387 people. Steve got 35th, and Austin got 29th. Yeah, it was a pretty diverse event. Like, there was a lot of different decks. I ran into a lot of weird shit. Like, ran into Fabled out of nowhere, ran into Evil Swarm Shaddolls, maining no one to cross out. This is weird. But anyway, on to the deck profile. 3 Bujin Yamatos, standard. 1 Mikazuchi, 1 Herme. You don't really need these in multis in this deck, just because they really don't serve as much purpose as they used to in the, for the pure build. Well, as they do the pure build. 2 Cranes, because you don't want this to clog and make your hands inconsistent with, since this is mixed with Shaddoll. 2 Hares, 2 Turtles, 1 BLS. I was originally not playing this, but it's too good not to play. And game 2 and 3, I usually just sided it out because it's just a win more card, and I didn't really see myself needing it for game 2 and 3. 1 Honest, and then we got the Shaddoll aspect of it: 2 Dragons, 2 Beasts, a Hedgehog, and a Falco. Let's see, Falco. That's the Falco, Dragon, Hedgehog, and 2 Beasts. So 6 Shaddolls in all, and I believe the monster lineup's 19. Spells, we got triple Tinky, triple Shaddoll Fusion, 2 Duality, 2 Bujin Carnation, 2 Chalice. This card, I believe, is I feel it's honestly stronger than Breakthrough Skill right now, just for the simple fact that Wiretap is starting to see play again. And right now, with Shaddolls being 1/3 of the meta, it's probably, I honestly think it's one of the stronger cards between the two, just because they be playing the damage step. It just goes where Breakthrough Skill can't. 2 MSTs. I played the Regeki. I was hesitant to at first, but my teammate Austin Butcher persuaded me to play this. Shout out to you. It helped me out a lot, especially against the Teleknights. I kept it in for that matchup. I sided out against everything else.
Yeah, it's just too strong not to use.
Yeah, I kept it in against all my rogue matchups too. Yeah, like Fire Fist and stuff like that, just because they could not come back from it.
You definitely have more good situations with that card than you will bad, for sure.
Yeah, and then round spells, Foolish Bale. Trap lineup, it was very light. 2 Breakthrough Skill, 2 Dimensional Prison, Solemn Warning, and a Compulse. 6 traps in all.
Alright.
And on to the extra deck. The extra deck was very tight on space. There was a lot of stuff I had to cut. I was wanting to play a second window I didn't get to, but it's cool. I was wanting to play a second hunter, and I couldn't do that either. Double Construct, 1 Winda, 1 Leo, 1 Goyo. The London build played this, and the Mississippi build only played this, and I was like, well, why can't this deck just play both? It actually works better with both, just having the option to go either or, and not just only have 1 synchro play. No, you have 2 synchro plays.
Leo's really strong.
Yeah, it's Burning Abyss.
Drop camera. Yeah, Burning Abyss literally cannot get over it.
Kagasuchi, just go freaking man mode. I played this against the Teleknights, round 6, I believe. The guy had a Castell on the field, and I top deck Carnation, and I milled my 5. It was Warning, Dragon, Beast, Falco, Turtle, and I just went to win. Went to win from there. 2 Suits Knowledge. You don't need 3. It's not as relevant in this deck as it is in the pure build. but it's still needing twos because it's like your best succeed. 2 Castell is too good. You can carnation into it. No reason not to play it in twos. 1 Exton, 1 Diamond Dyer, 1 Monarch, 1 Dweller, 1 Cowboy. And
let's see this pro side deck.
Side deck, we have 2 Flying Seas. I'm so glad I kept this in. I kept flip-flopping with this back and forth. I was like, I don't know if this is gonna be good. Good for this meta. And I played this against I always got this against the Tellarknights. I didn't see it against Burn Abyss, but it worked out very well. A lot of my opponents got flustered with it. I dropped it on the Evil Swarm Shaddoll player as well, and they just couldn't do anything about it. Like every time I had the Flying Sea, I would compulse it. I would compulse the Flying Sea back. Thunder King, shout out to Michael Boyd for telling me to play this. It shut down Satell Knight all freaking day. It shut down the Evil Swarm Shaddoll player. It shut down Fire Fist.
They have to XYZ to get over it.
Yeah.
There's literally Satell Knights can't get over it in any way unless they're playing Book of Moon. They attack over it, which Book's really bad.
It was such a good card.
Whoop whoop.
1 Super Poly, 1 MST, 1 Twister, the traps, 3 Shadow Mirrors. Like a lot of people were surprised I was playing this just for the simple fact of like my deck's part Shaddoll, but the way I look at it is Constructs of Light. I just use her as a beater. Winda doesn't activate, so it doesn't even matter. So as long as I keep this down until I can get my effects off, I'm good. 2 Stygian Dirge, 2 Chain Disappearance, and for the Geargia hype, which there was no Geargia at all that I've seen, and for spellbooks, in case I ran into that, I played 2 DNA Surgeries. I wish I would have played Malcats, just because of the like there was a lot of back row that I was just having to chug through, and it was like I was really wish I would have played Malcats over this, but it's all good. Still got my top.
So what would you say your hardest matchup was?
My hardest matchup?
What did you struggle the most against?
Like out of the ones that I won or the ones that I lost?
Let's just do both.
The ones that I won, I would say the hardest one had to have been, I'd probably say the Burn Abyss, just for a simple fact, like the simple fact of Majesty's Fiend. It was like, unless I had the Carnation play, I was going to be shut down for a while.
The deck just goes on and on forever and never runs out.
Yeah, if I didn't have the play to make Construct, I was gonna be shut down for a while. But out of the ones that I lost, it was honestly between the Bujin deck I lost to and the Shaddoll deck I lost to, which is ironic. But I would give it to the Bujin dude, even though he didn't do that well. He went X4. Like, I couldn't do anything. He had every perfect answer for me, and I could not come back from that. And like, my hands were horrid. I would open up 2 Hair, 2 Carnation, Shaddoll Fusion, and I only seen Shaddoll Fusion once that entire match. And I played Shaddoll Fusion, and he saw him once, and I'm like, well, that's it for that. And yeah, I would say the Bujin guy was my hardest matchup, to where I just felt like it was hopeless.
Gotcha.
But yeah, YouTube, that is my Bujin Shaddoll deck profile. I'll be giving you Steve Hughes' deck profile and Austin Butcher's deck profile later on today, hopefully. And yeah, I'm gonna try and keep videos going more frequently. And yeah, this is TRP326. Sign out. Peace, guys.